For you longtime fans of the channel, you may remember a video I did about 9 months ago covering a controversy between indie game developer Anas and CBS. You see, back in 2014, Anas began pre-production on a video game titled Tardigrades. In it, an astronaut and his crew discovered the ability to travel great distances and even time with the use of blue flowing balls of light. And oh yeah, big-ass Blue Tardigrade. Does that sound familiar? There is also similarities between the main cast that Anas had created, which, to anyone with a normally functioning brain, would agree that they look very similar to the crew of the USS Discovery. But again, this was all several years before CBS had even greenlit the first uniform to be sewn. So, all of this was covered by myself and a few others around the internet about 9 to 10 months ago. And then we all went silent. Why, do you ask? Well, because legal stuff can get real sticky real quick. And I was essentially waiting for the go-ahead from Anas himself to post an update. And oh boy, does it deliver. Anas, being the smarty pants that he is, immediately hired lawyers to engage with CBS Law in New York. Then, the individuals they spoke with began to string them along for almost 7 months with excuses like, I was out of the office, it's the holidays, sorry the Skype thing isn't working, so try again later, things like that. CBS Law also dodged all questions about meeting in person and insisted on a telephone interview, which isn't super strange because I've gotten calls from CBS Law before, but again, I wasn't trying to sue them, so I don't know. So when Anas's lawyers finally were able to speak on the phone to CBS Law, the call was cut short, but not before the studio promised to never use tardigrades again in their show, and that they wouldn't sue Anas for using similar imagery for his tardigrade. That's right. CBS's response to him was essentially, too late, loser, we already used the tardigrade, and oh yeah, we won't sue you for, reasons. Two things of note here. Number one, during a long stretch of no contact between CBS and Anas was the Discovery hiatus. I personally believe, with my tinfoil-wearing hat, that CBS Law was waiting final word from the writers on whether or not a tardigrade would make another appearance in the show. This way, their little commitment to not using it again would, in fact, be real. Number two, CBS is using an older-than-dirt scare tactic to bully Anas away from pursuing this further. Saying that they won't sue him? Give me a break. He has documented proof that this game began development years before Discovery was even announced. CBS Law knows this and have attempted to intimidate Anas into going away. Well, guess what? He's not. And neither is this story. As of August 21st, 2018, Anas and his legal team have begun the process to file a lawsuit against CBS. And rightly so. Before any of you guys ask, I'm not just taking Anas's word for all this. I have the documents backing up these interactions, and I'm not going to release them. Again, legal stickiness. And it contains the name of CBS legal staff members that, in my opinion, do not need to be made public. I'm going to do my best to keep this story updated as time goes on. But remember, legal stuff will prevent Anas and any other outlet from discussing things in too much detail until things get resolved between himself and CBS. And that's really because the last thing I need is a daggone CBS lawsuit myself, I tell you.
What are you looking at?
I'm not looking at anything, sir. I'm continuing to organize my files.
But you were looking at me.
I am sorry if I was disturbing you, sir. I will not look in your direction.